And once Ethereum starts to break all-time high and continues in price discovery, your altcoins will explode, specifically AI and gaming. Those two industries will go crazy. What's up, guys? Amar here. I'm sipping on apple soda once again. Again, this apple soda in Thailand is freaking amazing. Highly suggested to come just for the apple soda alone. It's really worth it, believe me. Now, let's get some things straight. So I made a bearish video, and a lot of people were like in my DMs, should I sell? Should I do this? Should I short? Now, first of all, I had a comment here as well that said not a good idea to short during a bull market. I really agree, but again, I'm not shorting a bull market. I'm still holding on to my investments. I didn't cash out nothing yet. So I'm just still chilling. The only thing that I have is cash aside. Why? Because it doesn't make sense for me to buy certain projects that I want to buy and they are up with 200, 300, 400% without any pullback. So that just doesn't make any sense to me to buy in. I will just patiently wait till we pull back. Once we pull back, which I still expect that we will, and I will explain in a second as well why. But overall, this video is meant to be bullish. But once this pullback comes, it will be a flash crash in my opinion, a little bit like what we had right now on altcoins. But I still do expect that we will see it go a little bit lower and see a bigger crash incoming. Again, this crash is just an opportunity. It will go fast in my opinion, it will get bought up immediately. But you have to be aware and have some cash aside because, again, it's an opportunity. If it comes, you should take it because it's the last one that will happen before altcoins really explode to the moon and Ethereum as well explodes to the moon. So let's just immediately get into it because we have a few things to discuss. But before I start, leave a like, leave a subscribe. I'll ask you once again, help the algorithm push it. I make this content just because it's informative. I know my content is boring. I do not edit. I do not do any of that shit at all. Why? Because I just do not like it, but I just want to provide value. That's it. I just want to be honest to you guys. I want you guys to win. I want you guys to do good. Now, don't get it wrong. Again, I'm not cashing out. I'm not saying we're gonna go down. If I'm wrong, guess what? I'll happily admit that I'm wrong. Why? Because I'm still holding on to my investments. I will win regardless if we go down or not. If we go down, great. I have a great amount of cash aside that I can throw in the markets. If we continue to pump, great. I make more money. So I'm not really losing here whatsoever. I just try to be aware of what historical patterns say in the former bull market, for example, where we had this crash right here. Now, I got a lot of DMs about people that said crypto will explode, this and that, and that's true, but guess what? It will not happen as fast as you think or in the way that you might think it will, because we still do not have Ethereum above all-time high. And that's what a lot of people forget. If Ethereum goes bullish, altcoins likely go bullish as well. But for that to happen, we do need Ethereum to break above all-time high. Once Ethereum breaks above all-time high, turns it into support and explodes to the upside, this is where altcoins are extremely bullish. And this is where as well, if we look at Bitcoin dominance, is where Bitcoin dominance becomes extremely bearish. That's something for you to pay attention to. Now, there's also a reason why I do still expect that we will see downside momentum. So I would like to quickly cover that with you guys. If we look at the past and we look at Bitcoin, quick history lesson. We see here the 4th of January, where is the top of Bitcoin before it had its first market crash in the bull market, which pulled Bitcoin down with what, a good 25 to 30%. If we look at Ethereum, that same time zone is here. Once it hits all-time high for the first time again, it hits all-time high and it starts to crash down to the downside. So that's something to pay attention to, that Bitcoin crashed once Ethereum hits its all-time high. So they were a little bit aligned with each other because Ethereum obviously is lagging a little bit behind with Bitcoin. So once Ethereum hit all-time high, Bitcoin started to crash to the downside. And then eventually this crash came, which was roughly what, let's say 30% something, exactly 30% drop roughly came. It got bought up so fast again, like a flash crash basically. And from here on, the market continued to the upside, making a new all-time high and climbing up with a 400%. Once this break happened from all-time high, turned it into support and climbing higher, altcoins started to fly. And what we have to pay attention to is, if we look then, for example, here after the retest on the 1st of March, and we go back to Bitcoin dominance, and we, is this, yes, the 1st of March, which is right here, we can see that then after that, Bitcoin dominance just collapsed to the downside, and altcoins, including Ethereum, had a massive bullish run to the upside. If Ethereum went x4, altcoins went x8, x10, x20, and more. Altcoins really went crazy once this move in Bitcoin dominance happened. So things align with each other, in my opinion. And Habibti, you don't have to be very smart to understand this. You just have to write it down. You really do not have to be a genius. I think my 6-year-old retarded cousin can really fucking understand this. So pay attention to the market. I still do expect, again, a pullback to be incoming. I do not expect us to go in one line to the upside. I really do not expect it. But I do expect the pullback to be incoming once Ethereum hits around its all-time high. Once Ethereum hits around its all-time high, we might still see Bitcoin around, if we go back to Bitcoin quickly. Internet slow as hell. There we go. I swear, guys, no joke, but come to Thailand just for the apple soda alone. It's amazing. I swear. Well, in the meanwhile, we might just see Bitcoin consolidate in between these zones. Why is this good? If Bitcoin starts to consolidate within this pattern, let's say we go a little bit like this, a little bit more like this, boom, 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 maybe hit around 103,000, then eventually, let's say, for example, break down, that will be bullish for Ethereum and altcoins. We do not want Bitcoin to continue to go to the upside, even though it's fun, but it's not as bullish for altcoins. When is it bullish for altcoins? Once Ethereum breaks all-time high, but also once Bitcoin starts to consolidate for a little bit. Once Bitcoin starts to range here for a short term, it will give some capital and some breadth to altcoins, which will altcoins go fucking crazy in the time being. But then again, and I've warned you before, I don't know if it will happen. Again, if it doesn't happen, I don't care. I don't fucking care at all, because I keep on winning. Because I didn't cash out, I didn't do nothing. But once this flash crash happens, I do have cash aside. And I'm not buying random fucking pumps of 200, 300, 400% and be like, I'm gonna throw my money in right now. Doesn't make any fucking sense in my opinion. The simple analogy of a jacket that I give to my 6-year-old retarded cousins. Do you prefer to get a jacket at $1,000 or at $100? I think everybody likes a fucking discount. Do not overcomplicate it. So many people overcomplicate this fucking space, and there's no fucking reason for it. It's quite easy. Use the basics. Use logic. 1 + 1 is 2. It's as simple as that. Use a little bit of logic in your life and you will get pretty far. Believe me, logic gets you very far, guys. It's really life changes once you start to think a little bit logical. Now, overall, like I said, guys, I remain bullish. Now, my target for Ethereum, and this also, now that I discuss it with Fibonacci, we can see that Fibonacci, the first 12.7% of my extension wave, is close towards its all-time high. Actually, I didn't. There we go. It's basically at its all-time high. So again, a Fibonacci resistance could actually hold fucking resistance because it's fucking all-time high. Again, 1 + 1 is 2. We could find that resistance here, like we did here, in the past. Have that low flash crash, which if we make that low flash crash, it will be what? A good, let's say again, a good 20 to 30%, right? Altcoins will fall with 30, 40, 50%. And that is the dip that you want to buy, because again, if it happens, it will go fast. And you do want to take advantage of a discount, because that will be the last fucking discount that you're going to have before alts go parabolic. your silly fucking poor life becomes rich as fuck, and you finally make it. You're gonna finally then make it. Just be smart and prefer to have cash aside, just like I do. I just prefer to have cash aside right now to then throw in the market. Once this dip came, like here, this dip right here, I bought. Despite thinking that we will still go lower, I bought. Why the fuck would I not? It's a fucking discount. I saw my favorite holdings minus 20 to 30%. I was like, time to fucking buy. Christmas is early. But I genuinely do think that we will still have a second Christmas day, and the market will bless us with a little discount, and you should take advantage of it. It's as simple as that. If you don't do it, stay poor, have fun staying poor, whatever, do what you want to do. But if it comes, you really do want to have cash aside, because you're gonna feel so fucking dumb. I swear, you're gonna feel so dumb if you start to buy now coins that are pumping with 400-500% or 200%, whatever, and they go up with another 20 or 30% to eventually collapse with 60 or 70% or 40%, whatever. You're gonna feel so fucking dumb to not hold your cash aside, because then you have to wait till market pumps again. And if it goes down with 40%, for example, you need another 80% to make that 40% back. So 1 + 1 is 2 in my opinion. Do not overcomplicate it, Habibti. It's really not needed. So I hope this helps. It's all about the historical facts, guys. It's all about historical facts. I do not care if I'm right or wrong. I win regardless. But history doesn't lie. In every bull market that we've seen pullbacks. Pullback 1, pullback 2, pullback 3. These pullbacks happened. The same in this one right here. We broke all-time high around this, where is it? Around this period here. Crash 1, crash 2, crash 3. The same here. Crash 1, crash 2, crash 3. So far, always 3 crashes, and I do not see any reason why now would be different. It's not because fundamentally things are different, because fundamentally things were different here as well. But yet these pullbacks always came. So again, I do not see any fucking reason why it would come right now, or wouldn't come right now at least. For the time being, let's see what price will do. Again, guys, I do not change my bias, but altcoin season is around the corner, guys. It is just really around the corner. The same like we had here. If you look in the past, we just need this move to happen. That's it, because it will come fast. And like I said, if Bitcoin now decides to go lower, Bitcoin dominance will go higher, and we might as well start to range a little bit. We might actually mimic a move like this, or if, again, we look at the past, this range right here was as well a small range. I mean, it's not a perfect range like what this is here, if I would say, but price started to range here as well a little bit before dropping down massively, and this bringing the bull market that is known for XRP to explode. So overall, it does make sense to expect some downside momentum, but yes, alt season is around the fucking corner. You have to be almost legally blind to not see it, that altcoin season is here. It will be a good run, but make sure to take profits along the way once we near historical lows. It's as simple as that, guys. Nobody is talking about it on YouTube so far as I can see. Everybody just cares about this and that and their own wallet and pump this and this coin. But guys, just be aware of historical lows. Do not fade them. If we pump a little bit, if we dump a little bit lower towards these zones right here, but you start to take profits here, please do not FOMO in, because you will become fucking exit liquidity. You will end up poor again. You will end up in McDonald's again. You will go back working into a supermarket. It will not be fun. Be smart. Use your fucking brain for once, because I know you can do it. I believe in you. I want you to fucking win. Alright, guys. I hope this video helped. I'll see you in the next one.